Mm, this is courage. So I want to keep slow right now and honor that it's more important to be willing to be right here, just as we are, than anything, because if you cover over and try to protect, you don't get any healing, right? So take some moments to speak and share just what's going on and what it's like and what's the most challenging part for you.
First of all, I have 3 kids. This is my youngest. I love him so much. And he is 16-year-old. And he is a flute player and he loves music. And with this pandemic, he lost his whole world, as all of us. He was running from one orchestra to another, to auditions, to classes, to everything. It was his world. In my belief, I think he lost his everything, his identity, his friends, everything. And recently, he reveals that he feels like he's not a boy, he's a girl. And coming from an Hispanic culture, this is just threatened because I just couldn't say to my mom, to my family, I can share this and take it to myself and to my, just with us, my husband and my kids. And it's hard because I'm trying to be a lovely, lovely mom, caring, supporting. But sometimes my answers are harsh to myself. I feel guilty. And the most painful part is to question me, should I, if I can handle it as a mom, and thinking to just wait until my mom died, because she will crush her and she will reject me and my son. So it's hard. And yesterday he says, Mom, I realized that I don't want to be a flute player. And just suddenly, all that I thought that it was my son, I cannot recognize him anymore.
Okay, so again, I'm taking it in, as are the rest of us, and I totally hear you on how horrible it is to be inside a culture that doesn't understand or have the space or the perspective to hold us humans being who we are. I understand that. And so it feels to me like the first step is you finding peace with yourself. Because if you can find peace with your own heart, you're going to know how to deal with your mother and your son. Do you know what I mean? Now, the place in your own heart, what I'm hearing is you turn on yourself because you feel guilty, because you're being harsh or brief or not responding the way you want to. You're going to have to give yourself some time. You're not going to react the way you want to. And if you can forgive yourself for that, it'll speed it up so that you can respond the way you want. I want to say that one more time. If you forgive yourself, it'll allow you to relax and respond from a lot more of your intelligence and your natural compassion. Now, what will help you forgive yourself right now? What do you need to remember? What's the most important thing to remember that'll help you forgive yourself?
First of all, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true. You have zero control over this one. It's not your fault. And what else?
I feel the love of him. This is the opposite side, because I will never know how much I love him before this.
Okay, you don't need to go any further than what you just said. You've got the whole path right here. So let's keep it slow. Just feel like you're bearing witness now to your inner life, and you're sensing all the turmoil going on, all that's stirred up, and just inwardly say, it's not my fault. Like, send that message right now with all the sincerity in the world. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault. And then sense how much you love him. That this is the truth. This is the deepest truth you know. You totally love him, no matter what. No matter what. And you can trust that. If you can just trust that love, you're going to find your way through this. Your love can get you through this. You can trust that. You don't have to figure out how right now. In fact, if you try to figure out how, you'll be in trouble. You got to just start. Just keep regrounding. And if all you do this next month is when you get reactive and you don't like what you're doing, just find a place alone. Breathe. It's not my fault. And I love him beyond words, no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you understand.
Yes.
You're just going to have to be patient. It's going to take some time.
Yes. Thank you.
This world is opening its heart and waking up in a way that's really, really fast to all the flexibility on the spectrum in terms of gender identity. So many people now are understanding. I mean, if you look at anybody that's got their pronouns up, you know, people understand. So you're going to find nourishment from a lot of places, and it'll help you get your arms around it. I mean, in my own life, two of my very closest people are trans. Two, my closest circles. They're just who they are, and they're trans. You know what I mean? Their hearts are who they are. Your son is still who you totally adore, and he'll always be. So you have to kind of allow yourself to have all the reactions in the world. Let them all happen. They're all natural. And just know it's not your fault and you love him. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Tara.
Yeah. Bless you, dear.
Thank you, all of you.
Yeah. You've got a lot of support here. Be well.